Hello everybody, this is Jay the Geek, and it is here. The one we have been waiting for, talking about for months and even years. iPhone 10, silver 256GB. This just got delivered by FedEx. I am so stoked for this unboxing. This is going to be like the biggest video in the history of this channel. I cannot wait to get my hands on this thing. So get ready, let's do this. Let's unbox the iPhone 10. Okay, here it is, the iPhone 10 in the box, also featuring the new setup. As you guys can see here, I have a brand new desk, brand new lighting, so I hope you guys like it. I think it looks a lot better on camera, so I hope you guys enjoy that aspect of this unboxing. So without further ado, let's go ahead and take a look at the box. So on the side here, we have iPhone and the Apple logo written in silver. I'm assuming because this is the silver color, it's written in silver. I'm not sure if the space gray one is written in more of a black type font, but this box is silver, so it looks silver. And of course we have the all screen iPhone 10 on the front with that really cool kind of abstract wallpaper that looks really cool, and of course it's just all screen. Back we have the details. It says 256 gig in silver. So let's go ahead and peel off this tab here. We'll zoom in a little bit and I'll try to be quiet so you guys can see this here. Go ahead and focus in. And here we go. So got rid of the plastic, and now we can lift the lid and reveal the iPhone 10. Okay, so let's go ahead and lift the lid of the iPhone 10 box. And there it is, the dramatic reveal of the literature packet. Nothing too exciting yet. The big reveal comes now. We're going to lift this up slowly, and here we go. iPhone 10 for the first time. Oh gosh, there it is. In the flesh. iPhone 10. First time. First impression is actually, wow, it's actually kind of small compared to the 7 Plus, so that's actually nice because it is a smaller form factor but still a large screen size, so that is definitely very nice. So I'm just gonna give you a quick look while it's in the packaging. We'll orient it this way, and let's go ahead and lift it out of the box. Here it is. Wow, here it is. I cannot believe I'm holding the actual iPhone 10. This is just ridiculous. Flip it around. There's that silver color. Wow, it's not as white as I expected. It actually is really a actual silver color. That looks really nice. That is very nice. Wow, just so premium. The stainless steel on the sides, you can see, looks kind of like the stainless steel Apple Watch. Very, very cool. Wow. And the front, of course, is all glass. That is really cool. So let's go ahead and put this here. I'm gonna go ahead and peel this off. There we go, the satisfying sound. Do it on the screen here. There we go. This is the iPhone 10 all screen. There is no button on the front. Wow, that is just crazy to look at. It just doesn't seem real. It seems like I keep thinking this is like a dummy model or something. No, this is the legit iPhone 10. We're going to do the first boot now. I'm so excited to see this screen in action. I'm gonna press down on the elongated power button, hold down, and there we go. We got the Apple logo. It is all black right now, waiting for that screen to light up for the first time. More Apple logo, another Apple logo there. And boom, there it is. There is the iPhone 10, the full on screen. Wow, that is crazy. Look at that. All screen. Swipe up to open. Let's go ahead and do that. Wow. I can see True Tone in action too. That's actually pretty cool. So I'm gonna go ahead and choose English and United States for my region, and you can see we have this quick start thing that says if you have an iPhone or iPad running iOS 11, bring it nearby to sign in automatically. If you want, you can also set up this iPhone manually. And what I'm going to do is I'm actually just probably going to just restore this from iTunes. I'm going to try to get to the Face ID portion so you guys can see what Face ID setup looks like. So let me go through these. The Wi-Fi here. I'm going to go ahead and enter the password real quick. Okay, we got our Wi-Fi set up. I'm going to go through it next. Probably going to take a few minutes. I heard that there was some issues with the activations, the initial activations. So we'll see how this goes. I'm just going to let this load and I will come back. Oh, it says activating. Got to change here. We'll see what it does. While it's doing this, let's go ahead and take a quick look at what is in the box here, because I don't want to forget about that. Down here we got the power brick, standard lightning, and we also have the standard. We still have the lightning to a headphone jack connector, standard lightning ear pods, and we have a lightning cable in there. Pretty standard iPhone unboxing experience. There's not a ton like extra or anything. The main feature obviously is the iPhone 10 in the box. Okay guys, here we go. It completed the activation, looks like, and now we have Face ID. So I am going to restore from an iTunes backup, but I figured I would just go through the Face ID process so you guys can see what it looks like. So it says iPhone can recognize the unique three-dimensional features of your face to unlock automatically and make purchases from the iTunes and App Stores. So I'm going to tap continue, and I'm going to step away from the camera here. You can see get started. I'm going to take my hat off actually, and you can see it looks like move closer. So I got it, caught me, and I'm going to move my head slowly around in a circle. First Face ID scan complete. I'm going to move a little closer. Hopefully you guys can still see it. And I'm going to move around like this. And it looks like it's done. Second Face ID scan complete. And it says Face ID is now set up. So it looked like it went through without a hiccup. So that was very easy. Easier and quicker than Touch ID. And currently it is updating to iOS 11.1 so that I can restore the backup, but while it is doing that, I figured I could show you guys a quick comparison between the 7 Plus and the 10. So if you look here, you can see the screen obviously dominates the front of the 10 as expected, whereas if you look at the 7 Plus, it obviously has those big bezels. When you compare them side to side, or on top of each other rather, if I do like this, you can kind of see that it actually is significantly smaller, while offering, when you put them next to each other, you can see that they're pretty much almost more screen real estate. I think by area, the 10 is like 1% smaller or something, but basically you're getting a very similar screen size in a much smaller and more convenient and compact form factor than the 7 Plus or the earlier Plus models. Take another look here. So here is the 10, here's the 7 Plus, here is the back of them. See, the glass looks much more premium than the aluminum, which gets fingerprints really easily. So that's just a quick comparison between the 7 Plus and the 10. And while we're waiting for the iPhone 10 to update, let's go ahead and take a look at the leather case from Apple. This is the Cosmos Blue color, which I think really looks nice. And it's just a standard leather case like Apple has been producing since the 6 models. But I'm going to go ahead and see how it looks on here. Should be able to pop it in there, and there we go. Fits very nicely, and it looks very nice. That stainless steel, that blue, really like that combo. And it looks very nice, as the leather cases always do. Okay, so I just finished the backup and went through a couple setup processes, and now I am at this screen that looks like it's kind of a tutorial thing that shows you how to use the iPhone 10 coming from another device. So here is the go home gesture being illustrated. It says swipe up at any time to return home, so we'll go ahead and continue. You can see the gesture for switching between recent apps. You swipe up and pause, and then to quickly access Control Center, it's on the top right. Doesn't seem to want to do that right now. I'll show that in a minute, so continue. And Siri, it wants me to, okay, Hey Siri's already set up. So here we go, welcome to iPhone, let's swipe up to get started. And there we go. It looks like some of my apps have already started. Let me go through these pop-up messages real quick. Looks like some of my apps have already started to download, which is cool. Looks like these are downloading. We got all this ready to go. Cool. So it looks like the backup is working properly, and it just is crazy to look down and see no bezel, like compared to this. So comparing these two here, if you look, usually when you have the dock, you have this big bezel, but in here it's the dock, and that's literally the end of the screen. So that is really, really cool. If we compare here, you can see the spacing is slightly closer together on the 10 here, but for the most part, it really looks to be, you know, pretty comparable to the Plus. I know a lot of people were saying it's comparable to the 7 or 6, but I think this is actually more comparable to this, to be honest. You can see the wallpaper is still on there, everything transferred over nicely. Have 3D touch as expected. So I'm gonna go ahead to here, and let's go ahead and just go into the settings app real quick. We'll go in here, and we're just gonna scroll through. You can see just how smooth that scrolling is, and it looks so cool on this screen. You can see you got the status bar, you got the location indicator up there, and the time, and then we have the cellular, Wi-Fi, and battery up here. If we swipe down, we got our control center like this. So there we go, got our brightness control, everything as expected, just like when we swipe up on the other one. And if we swipe up here, that gets rid of it, and if we swipe up again, we go home. So that's, I'm gonna do that a couple times because I know you guys probably want to see it. So it's tap, swipe up. Let's go into weather here. Tap, swipe up. Weather, swipe up. So super easy to do. Of course, you can also, I'm gonna switch between the apps here. So you see you can switch right here. That's really cool. That's an extremely fast gesture. You can also do like this kind of thing, like this. See, there's a lot of ways to switch apps. And now let's try Face ID real quick. So I'm gonna touch the iPhone display to wake it up. I'm gonna kind of hold it towards my face here, and you can see it picks up my face, and that is really cool. So a little bit easier, you know, maybe not easier than Touch ID, but you know, you can just look at it and it unlocks. So that, to me, that is really cool, and that's a very nice feature there. One last thing, we'll test Siri with this button. What is the weather like today?
Nice weather coming up today, up to 80 degrees.
And it works as expected. So seems like for the most part everything's working seamlessly. Let's try an app here, and here, this is what an app looks like when it has not been updated for the screen yet. It basically runs kind of like a 4.7-inch app. So that is going to be one downside for early adopters of the 10, but I'm sure it shouldn't take long for all the big app developers, you know, to extend the their apps to take advantage of the full screen. It should be only a matter of time. I've already seen quite a few other apps say in their update release notes that they've already updated for the 10. And of course, for the apps like I use, for the majority of the time, like Safari, Messages, that kind of stuff, you're going to see it take advantage of the full screen, as you can see in an app like Settings here. One last thing real quick, let's take a look at the True Depth camera. We'll try the portrait lighting here. I'm going to try portrait mode, and you can see here, it sees my face. Let's try this stage light thing. I don't know if this will work. Let's try this though. And kind of a bad picture, but you can kind of see how it does kind of change the lighting, and it does a nice background blush. Obviously that's not the best test of that type of this feature, but just wanted to give it a quick try for you guys. You can see the gestures are very smooth. Everything is nice and smooth here on iOS 11, and all my apps have downloaded very quickly already. So everything looks to be going good. So that is gonna conclude this pretty long video of the iPhone 10 unboxing and the setup and first look at some of its features and gestures and things like that. So I hope you enjoyed this look at the iPhone 10. I'm really excited about this device. I can't wait to do more videos on it. I'm going to have a first impressions video coming up in about a week or so to give you guys my first impressions and what I like about the iPhone 10, what I don't like, and how I'm adjusting coming from a standard typical iPhone like the 7 Plus. And of course I will have a full review in the coming months, more of a long-term review to really show you guys whether this device is worth your money or not. So stay tuned for all that stuff. Subscribe if you have not already so you don't miss out on any future geeky content involving the iPhone 10 or other tech. God bless, bye for now, have a great day, and happy iPhone 10 launch day.